It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
the world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Hello. As I start to cough. Excuse me. That's allergies. That's okay. Hello, friends. Welcome to Flash Phantasmagoria. It has been a while. Let me explain what has happened the past couple of weeks, and then, in addition to that, I will explain what happened last night, and we'll deal with everything. Oh my gosh, it's London Fog! Hi! Hello! Good to see you. Okay, so first of all, wait, I have to change my brand here for a hot second because I'm using the regular Nat 21 adventures because there's fun stuff in it, but I'm going to go to Gothic for a hot second. First of all, let me take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. So 3D to you, who are really good friends of us and friends of the channel. personalized gifts for gamers. They have amazing 3D printed items. They were working on some really cool new stuff. I know they're doing something called wishing eggs because they had a lot of small amounts of filament left for their 3D printer. So they made these little tiny eggs, and then you write something on the inside and then put it away and use it as like a wishing egg. It's really cool. So definitely check out their stuff. They will be at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair coming up here, I think starting next week. So yeah, check them out, 3d2u.org. Also want to thank Ren Adventures. They have their upcoming Muncaster Castle tour. They also have something that seems to be really popular on the channel right now is their upcoming New Orleans tour. I will show you that graphic in a little bit when I go back to the other thing. But yeah, their New Orleans tour is coming up in November. So you are welcome to join us, renadventures.com for more information about that. Also sharing this, Flash Phantasmagoria is brought to you by us, Dare, a collection of short fiction and poetry, which is available online. It's available on Amazon right now, but it's also on Audible. And we are working on, that is my goal this month, is to work on the next book. I have a whole bunch of stuff ready to go. I just need to collect it together and do some fun things with it. So that is what we are planning on doing. Okay, wait. So now I'm going back to the Nat 21. So let's see. Where's the Destination D&D for New Orleans? There it is. November 19th through 23rd. It should be a ton of fun. There are a lot of people that happen to work the Renaissance Fair down in Louisiana. It's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful, beautiful site. And they've done a lot of improvements to it. And you get to do other cool things on this tour, like playing D&D and going on exclusive tours of the quarter and checking out some really awesome stuff. So November 19th through 23rd, please check that out, renadventures.com. Okay. So part of it was I wanted to be on this channel because things here are different. And part of it is they have that. They have a lightning, which is very appropriate from last night. Okay, so let me explain last night first, because that's a little easier. I'm just going to let this roll for a minute. So we are in Tennessee doing the Tennessee Renaissance Festival. It's me and my whole family. So it's me and hi, Johnny. Hi, Johnny O Twitch. It's me and my daughter and my husband and a whole bunch of other folks. I have a team here that's out in Murfreesboro. We are in Madison. And last night, massive storms were coming through the area. I can tell you at least where we are, the backyard was completely flooded. There was a big, there's a creek that runs back there that's like a creek for getting rid of excess water, and it was almost full up to the back gate of the house, which was intense. We sat downstairs and just watched as tornadoes were popping up all over the place. I thought one was going to end up hitting Murfreesboro, where my teammates are. Thankfully, it did not. It went just south. I do not know how that affected the site for the Tennessee Renaissance Festival. So keep up with their updates if you are planning on coming this weekend to see if anything happened. But it was really intense, like massive thunder, lightning everywhere, shaking the house, tornadoes touching down in varying places, just a lot of really destructive weather. So that is why we did not do Flash Phantasm. That is why we did not do Gothic Horror last night. I had planned on it. I had my game all ready to go. I knew exactly what I was going to do. And then just massive storms got in the way. So we hope that we will be able to do it next week. So there's the lightning. And here's the gleam sparkles. This is such a fun. I need to ask Mab how all this is happening, because these are fun. Okay. So here's what's happened with me in the last couple of weeks. When I'm at home, usually our baby gets up at about 7 a.m., which is very nice. Somewhere between 6 and 7 a.m. I love it when she wakes up at 7. That's great. And then somewhere around 10 a.m., she gets tired and falls asleep. And then usually that means she's either sleeping on me or on my husband, or she's real fussy before she falls asleep. So there's a lot of that going on. So for the past several weeks, the reasons why I haven't been able to get on here is because usually, especially as we were gearing up for the Tennessee Renaissance Festival that my husband is the entertainment director for, he was on a lot of calls. He was doing a lot of business. He was in and out of town. He was taking care of a lot of things, which meant that on Thursdays, I was generally alone with the baby at 10 a.m. And either she was yelling a lot or she was sleeping on me. And there was nothing I could do to log in. I did not have my hands free. So that's what we've been dealing with a lot recently. I'm very grateful that my husband has given up a lot of his time today to take care of the baby so that I can focus on this. And I'm very excited to be here with all of you, even though I look a little Miss Frizzly. And there's a fan above me in case anyone's wondering what the heck that thing is that's going on. But yeah, it's just really nice to be back here and doing this intentionally. So I thought today we would work on a story that had to do with storms. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, and I doubt anyone is at this point, but Flash Phantasmagoria meaning something that is like unto a dream or a memory. I like to think of it as just outside of reality, that you see a lot of familiar things and you think that you're in a normal space, but something is off, something is wrong, something is different about whatever it is that you are viewing, that you are seeing. So we've had really great prompts in the past about a specific town, and then we finally, ooh, hello, oh yay, I'm glad to get to this. Glad to have you, Evelyn Evermore. Everybody has very gothic names on here. I love it. Yes, the liminal spaces of the fiction world, according to Victorian London Fog. Love that. So in the past, we've had really great themes like you're on a beach and you see a beach umbrella that isn't supposed to be there. All the rest of everything is packed up, but there's just this one random beach umbrella. Why would that be there? Things that are unusual in a circumstance. And we're going to work on this together. And we have a 5-minute timer, which I will set. It might be a little bit longer than 5 today because of the music that I'm using. But we have 5 minutes to write whatever you come up with based on a couple of themes that we come up with together. So I'm starting today with storms, something about storms, because we just went through a whole bunch of them. And I know we are not the only place. Tennessee is not the only place that's been hitting storms. There's been some really rocking ones that came through the East Coast before I left. I know that California's had a couple of nasty ones recently too. So storms is what we're starting with. That is going to be our general theme. Involves storms in your writing, however you so choose, or whatever other art you want to create. If you want to create a picture or a poem, or you want to do some kind of like, I don't know, odd overlay photography, yeah, feel free. So storms is what we're setting our art in. All right. And now I usually like a destination. So I like to go with vaguely specific. So a beach is a really great start. But if it is a black sand beach, that's very different than a sandy beach. That's very different than a rocky beach. That's very different than a beach clogged with kelp. So a destination, a location that is slightly more specific than just the mall, like just a one sentence. So who's got a really interesting destination? And it could be anywhere. So we've got storms. What's our destination? Where are we located? Also, I love this cup. It might be backwards. Driven to shop, powered by caffeine. Yeah, we're going for that today. So what is a location that we could potentially do after the storm? But I can come up with this too if you guys are pretty. Ooh, Sand Island thing. There is a name, Sandbar. A sandbar. Okay. Okay. The eye of a storm that's not moving. That's interesting. I'm getting some interesting comments. I'm leaving the space for people to throw things out into the world. If anyone just showed up, we are looking for a location. Our theme today is going to be storms, and then our location is going to be vaguely specific. So what we've gotten so far is a sandbar or the eye of a storm that's not moving. So if anybody else has any other vaguely specific locations, in the same way that like you could say flower. A flower is anything. You could come up with any kind of flower in your mind. But if you said dandelion, that's very different than a rose. So vaguely specific, if that makes any kind of sense. We'll give it a couple more seconds and then we will pick one of the options that has come up to make sure I can share my screen today. Also sharing audio. Great. Cool. Boop. So that should work just fine. Great. Ooh. Okay, we got 2 last-minute entries. This is why I wait. An unidentified person's leaky basement and a storm chaser's airplane. Neat. The garden where the weather is opposite outside. Oh, and tunnels under a bridge. Wow, that is really fun. Oh, okay, because I haven't seen King of the Species on this channel very much. I like this one. Okay, tunnels under a bridge. So some kind of bridge. You know what I picture? You can picture what you want. I picture in my mind a stone bridge, like an old stone bridge, and then it's got like kind of a tunnel space underneath it. Cool. Okay. Storm. Tunnels under the bridge. All those tunnels under the bay. Yes. Tunnel under a bridge. Storm, tunnel under a bridge. All right. And then we need an object or some kind of focus. I've had ladybugs in the past. I've had a pen. I've had a poster for an artist that is coming into town or has come into town long since. So we need like an object, something vaguely specific to attach all of this to. We have storms. We have a tunnel under the bridge. This is great. Okay, I might just go with that. I want to give some space, but I love a person-sized wooden crate. That is absolutely vaguely specific. Like big enough to hold a body. Doesn't necessarily have to have a body in it. Big enough to hold a body. Big enough for someone to hide in. You could put, maybe it's full of flour. Maybe it's full of bananas. A person-sized wooden crate. Oh, what else do we got here? A felt puppet. Oh, puppets freak me out. Water dripping down a pipe. A wet hand crank radio. A pool noodle. Thank you for being here, Carrot Chapel. I love it. A pool noodle. 2 rings. All right. I like, all right. Victorian London Fog's been here for a hot minute. I like this. A person-sized wooden crate. Okay, so let me put all these together. Storms. Tunnel under bridge and person-sized wooden crate. So this is what we got today. Storms, a tunnel under a bridge, person-sized wooden crate. Person-sized wooden crate. That's so good. That makes me so happy. Okay. Now I'm going to add this to the stage. All right. This is a channel called More Spell. And this is Dark Academia, which I looked up, which is a lot of fun. A secret meeting of the Alchemical Society. 1 hour of Dark Academia, no copyright music. So the pieces that we are listening to specifically today are both by Asher Falero, starting at 19 minutes, 31 seconds, Unrequited, and we're going to go into Surrender as well. Both are by the same artist. I'm going to put 5 minutes on my happy, handy dandy little phone clock. You have 5 minutes to write whatever you want about this subject matter. Storms, a tunnel under a bridge, person-sized wooden crate. So get out your, I don't know, pencils, whatever. I'm going to be muting myself and typing on my day computer because I don't have my fancy keyboard. I didn't bring it with me. So here we go. You may begin when ready.
Showing up on the first page of Google might not be the best for everyone.
20 seconds. Boys, wrap up what you've got. Thank you. Ugh, yeah, I hate it when ads interrupt. That's why I put this on earlier. Stupid thing. Anyway, thank you. Stop screen share. Ta-da! All right. Oh, Kara Chapel. I wrote mine about Jacques the Whipper for no good reason other than it's set in Boston. Perfect. Love it. Feel free to share your stuff on Discord. We do have a Nat 21 Discord, and Flash Phantasmagoria specifically has a Discord. And I'm going to do it, Kara. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to actually put this stuff up on Discord here in a hot second. But here's what I wrote. We'll see if anything happens with it. But it's been so long since I've been back here. The ruination is clear. I can't believe it's gotten worse, but it has. In spite of recent storms, the detritus under the bridge reaches all recesses. The old rock circle where we'd make illegal fires, the needles left behind by junkies. It's all still here, even after the rain. I thought it would be so much clearer by now. In the recesses of the bridge, against a wall coated with lime, is a crate. It's relatively intact for the runoff that's rushed through since yesterday. Did it get lodged against a rock during the storms? It's big enough to fit someone inside. I vaguely wonder if I should climb in. Is that why I'm here again? It's been years since I chased needles and cooked over illegal campfires, but I feel a pull, a longing to crawl inside the crate, shut myself away from my problems. There you go. That happened in 5 minutes. And that's the point. Whatever you've created, whether or not you want to share it, you took 5 minutes, give or take, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how long you've hung out with the channel. But you took 5 minutes to make something new. And that's why we're here, to take 5 minutes from our day of chaos and rain and babies and jobs and obligations. We took 5 minutes, half hour if you watch the whole stream, to create something with one another. And just to keep practicing creating, because that's valid in and of itself. So thank you for joining me for doing that. Yes, feel free to share your pieces on Discord. We do have a Nat 21 Discord, which you are welcome to check out. Also want to take a quick moment again to thank the sponsors. Let me make sure I've got the right brand here. Boop. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. 3D2U, who are our friends. They make 3D awesome items. You can find them at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair starting next weekend for the next 4 weeks. I think it's next weekend. I feel like it's next weekend. It's not this weekend. It's next weekend. Renadventures.com for all of your adventuring needs. They're doing their Muncaster Castle tour in June. Oh, I think that one's closed. And they are also doing a awesome one in November in Louisiana. So find out more information, renadventures.com. Also us. We have a collection of short fiction poetry. We're putting more together now for a new book. You can check out our original Dare. You can also find us on Patreon. And oh my goodness, I hope that I can post on Patreon today. It's been a minute to do that as well. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining us. Have a really great day. I hope that the storms that have come through your life take a break for a hot minute so that you can take a breather and find, I don't know, maybe not peace, but respite, temporary respite from any kind of chaos you're dealing with. Thank you all for joining me, and hopefully I will see you guys back next week. Have a good day. Bye.